Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your host and most Arnon Toast here, coming live. This is episode 49 of Road to 2000 ELO in chess. And as you guys can see, I am actually going to be playing one very quick game on chess.com. Now, you guys know that I don't play on chess.com, I play on litchess.com. But I wanted to give you guys a very short preview of what's to come for my 100 subscriber special. I've explained this a little bit in the past, but just to reiterate, since it's coming up hopefully fairly soon, is once I reach 100 subscribers, I will be attempting to reach 2000 ELO on bullet chess on chess.com. And let me just show you guys how bullet chess works. It's only 1 minute. A lot of it just kind of works on not making blunders and winning on time. That's the biggest part of it, but I'll do one quick match for you guys, and then we will jump into lit chess. So this is what we're going to be doing a lot of once we hit 100 subscribers. And as you can see here, I've already blundered actually, but thankfully he didn't catch it. You just play moves so quickly that you're hardly even able to think. It's basically all instinct actually. And you won't play perfect games, but I mean, the point is to, again, just try to make as few blunders as possible. It's also really good putting them in check, because then they have to take a few extra seconds to decide where to place their king. But we have a nice pawn chain going now. I guess I could keep pushing here. Get him in check again. Oh, and that's checkmate, actually. Oh, yeah, interesting. Didn't even realize that. Alright, so as you guys just saw, that is what a bullet chess game is like. I will be playing dozens, probably hundreds of those for 1 week straight once I reach 100 subscribers. So we're looking forward to that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into our real games. When it comes to that reaching 2000 ELO, link in the description, but someone has done it before and they gave out a guide. How to reach 2000 ELO in bullet chess, because reaching 2000 in bullet is a lot different than trying to reach 2000 in rapid, right? Okay. We weren't able to play white yesterday, so we're going to go with the London this time, since we haven't done it in a while. The classic London. London is a great setup in my opinion. Two weaknesses are this pawn and this bishop getting trapped. But besides that, it's fairly foolproof in my opinion. A lot of grandmasters don't like it because there are a lot of trades, which leads to a lot of draws. But where we're at, around 1330, you know, there's not a whole lot of draws that happen. I do have my Skittles that I'm chewing on, because we have broken the losing streak, but I just want to make sure it stays broken, you know? Make sure we get out of this little divot that we're in. I want to avoid double stacking the pawns if possible. So maybe we'll move here. And then if he takes, we'll take with the knight. Just put my tongue. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. I can feel the lemon flavor dripping into my blood system. It stings. Okay, if he moves this guy away, we'll be able to take this pawn at some point. I would like to castle kingside. So we'll do that in just a moment here. Yeah, what you're looking at right now is basically your London. Except your dark squared bishop would be on this square. Okay, he's moving in his queen. I think he's just getting set up like we are. And now comes the execution. It's very easy to defend with the London, but it's a little more difficult to attack. Because you want to keep your pawn structure as much as possible. We'll move here. Become a little more offensive. And get our queen out. We're just going to push to make this really nice pawn chain here. Have that pawn chain going straight through the center of the board. We do have to double stack pawns for a moment. I'm all out. But it's alright. We actually have a hanging pawn at the moment. This guy right here. Yeah, I should have taken with my knight. He didn't see it though. So our pawn is good. Not sure where he's trying to go. I think what we'll do is we'll defend this pawn. This pawn's currently defended. Maybe we'll move the knight over here. I mean, we have a pretty decent control over the center of the board at the moment, which is nice. I could try to get my queen into a good spot attacking this pawn. But in order to do that, I'm going to need to move up and then here and then here. And I'm assuming he's going to notice what's going on if I do that. But let's go ahead and do it. And we can connect our rooks. Okay, this worked out decently for us in our last game, so we're going to go for it again, actually. We are controlling this square, so if we push and make a move, then we'll be in a decent spot. I'm not sure if it's a checkmate, maybe, but let's see. Should we take this opportunity to move here? Or should we take the bishop? I think we should just take the bishop, right? No, let's be aggressive in this. Okay, that would be a queen trade. But this is looking good for us. Well, not really. Let's see, we could take this. No, we can't, because our queen's being attacked. If you guys can't tell, with this very aggressive move, I'm kind of just going for it. I'm not doing a whole lot of thinking, and it's starting to bite me. He's well covered is the problem. So you move here. He takes, I take, he takes. That won't work. Let's see if we can get him to back off. Maybe we'll move here, actually. If we move here, he doesn't have a whole lot of spots that he can go. I'm thinking either move here, push this guy away. But if he moves here... Yeah, I think this works. Move here, he has to move away. He might just move here. Let's go and threaten the queen. Because there's not very many spaces that the queen can go at the moment. And hopefully we'll have an opportunity to attack using my bishop and my queen. We could always bring in our rook too. I'm hoping we have a nice checkmate here, but it's gonna take some messing around with. Okay, if I go here, it's a queen trade. Yeah, it's still a queen trade. That's not helping me. Perhaps we need to bring in more pieces. Yeah, that would be nice if I could go here, but that just doesn't work. That just doesn't work, unfortunately. I wish my knight could go here. Could go, let's see, we could go here and then here. Just bring in all the pieces right now. Right now his knight and his rook are fairly inactive. We have 4 pieces trying to attack the king. We need to watch out for this bishop controlling the dark squares. Don't want to forget about that. I mean, I enjoyed yesterday's game. I enjoyed being that aggressive, so hopefully doing it again will help. Okay, I can move here. Take, take, take. Let's try this. Move here. And then, let's see. Here. He takes, I move here. Is there something better though? What if I move here? Then he has to move here. I can take this pawn. And if he takes, okay. Let's see, what do we want to do here? There's a few different options. One of them is a fantastic choice, I'm assuming. Move here, place him in check. He can take, but then I'd take, and then he can't take. So I'm thinking placing him in check right now is our best bet. So we have a very aggressive attack going on right now, and it's working out quite well. He's in check, so I may be able to take his rook. Or he gives up the queen. Okay, so we're up by 3. It's actually not as much as I was thinking we were. And his only square is the white. Oh, and there we go. He resigns. Okay. I'm enjoying these aggressive tactics. I mean, they're risky, and I bet the computer doesn't like them. But when you're attacking like that, then your opponent just has to bounce their king around, and they have to make very precise moves in order to counteract it effectively. So I'm enjoying it. It's also the Skittles in my system. The Skittles in my system are just really getting me riled up, you know, making me very aggressive. Okay, looks like a fairly good game. We were accurate. Well, not accurate, but we were ahead most of the time. Let's do a quick analysis. We did play the London. Played fairly well in the opening. Looks like he made a little bit of an oopsies by moving his queen. Oh, because he gave us a free pawn. Then I just would have moved back. Okay, so you gotta watch out for stuff like that. Not a terrible thing to miss, but we did have the opportunity for a free pawn. We started moving around. I think my position was just much better here. That's why I'm up so much. Then I saw this position and I said, hey, if we're able to take this pawn, then things are going to get very aggressive for us. It was risky, but I decided to do it. So we marched on ahead. Took the pawn. We're actually even here. Could have taken a queen trade. But I decided against it because he was up by 3 at the moment. So I instead place him in check. Pick off a few of his pawns. I'm able to attack his queen. Looks like we're actually losing for the moment. But because of his move here, it gives us a good opportunity. Now let's see what it wants us to do. It wants us to trap this bishop. Take the trade. And then take the bishop. So it looks like I could have actually won the bishop there. And let's see why that is. It looks like he can't. So I move here. If he goes here, then I'm able to take him. So he can't go here. He can't go here because my rook. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. So he basically only had 2 spots that he could move his bishop, and neither of them would have saved him. I missed that. I instead decided to be even more aggressive, bringing my knight in, and he made a big blunder, which basically gave me the game. Thankfully, I was able to analyze the position correctly, and the game was mine because of how aggressive I was, and he resigned. He was able to move here, but it's just such a bad position for him that he went ahead and gave us the win. All right, let's go and do one more, and then we're going to spend the rest of my time studying. I'm going to spend the rest of my time studying. We have what? Magnus. Mr. Magnus Carlsen here. Classic London. I think we'll go for the London again. Maybe we'll experiment with being aggressive like that. It worked out fairly well for us. We are marching up again. I believe our all-time high was 1370. So hopefully we're able to make it. Now again, be careful with your dark squared bishop. If he were to push here and then here, then that would be a sign that he's trying to lock my bishop in. And you don't want that to happen. And I guess after last game, let's also remember to keep our eye on this pawn. Maybe we'll be able to take it if he moves his queen away. That would be awesome. Awesome possum. But I'm telling you guys, the reason I've broken this losing streak is because of Skittles. Go check them out. Skittles.com. That's our sponsor for today. Every time I eat a Skittles, I think I win. I mean, that's just the honest truth of it. It's like a superpower. That's basically what Skittles are. They are the opportunity to become a Superman. So as you can see, he pushes his pawn here. That means he may be pushing here next, in which we would still have one escape square, but then he can move here, and I'm trapped. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to push, whoops, well, there we go, I just did it. I just pushed this pawn up, and we'll see what he decides to do. Maybe we'll make a pawn chain. Yeah, that seems like it works decent for. Actually, that wasn't a great idea because he has both of his knights targeting this spot. So I may have just lost a pawn. We'll see what happens. Take. Okay, he instead decides to close it off, which is actually okay for us. He does lose his queen here unless he blocks. And we'll just test the waters a little bit. I mean, I'm sure he'll block with something. But, you know, it's kind of fun just to make them panic for a minute. Why not? Okay, we are able to get rid of one of the attackers on this pawn. Can move here. He'd probably take with the queen. We need to get into a better position. I'd like to attack the base of the pawn chain if I can. Which means we can move here. No, that won't work. We're going to have to go all the way around over here. So that's going to be a little difficult. Maybe we'll just keep our bishop here for the moment. So that way this guy's locked in. And we will try to open up the center. So we'll take here. Opening things up. And then we'll try to push. Okay, so he's forcing us to make a decision. Can basically either take the knight or take the bishop, or we could retreat. I think it'd be okay to take the knight here. I'm not seeing any large reasons why we shouldn't. I mean, actually, it's going to get us queen out, so we don't want to do that. Could move back. But that won't do very much because he's just going to push this pawn. So I think I'm going to pull back my bishop, actually. I know it's pretty lame, but yeah, if I go here, then his queen has the opportunity to get out, and I'd rather keep his queen trapped. More Kirkland water. Oh, I need more Skittles. I feel it wearing off. Alright. He defends this pawn. Let's see. Could move here. If we were to take, then he would take. We just don't have the backup for pushing this pawn quite yet. We don't want a castle because he's about to take this pawn. Could bring our queen out. But I was kind of hoping to save that for when we really need it. We could just, you know what, we could castle, because then if he takes and we take, and then he takes, I can move here, and then take this pawn. So we're gonna go ahead and castle, while we still can. And if he wants to take this pawn, then that's fine by me. Fine by me, ladies and gentlemen. So we do have control of the center, but it's not super concrete. Thankfully, he's not able to take our bishop quite yet. I was worried that if he were to take our bishop, then we would have to weaken our defense a little bit. I guess that wouldn't be a huge deal, but... Oh, you know what? He can move here? No, he can't, because then I'd just take, and then I'd take... Alright, so we're good. We do now have a free pawn that's hanging, but not able to attack it at the moment. Yeah, he wants to get rid of this bishop, which is fine, I guess. You know, I'll replace it with the pawn, which isn't as preferable, but I could move back here with my queen, preparing for an attack. Wonder if I can defend with my knight. I can't. Yeah, I'd rather take with a pawn anyway, so that way we can keep this tiny pawn chain in the center intact. Let's see, I need to bring my other rook in. I'm thinking just move here. And then once he takes, I can try to take his pawn. I mean, it's just a pawn. It's not... It doesn't have the utmost of priorities, but... I like where this knight is, though, because I'm able to defend these two pawns even further. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm assuming he wants to take this bishop, but... Okay, so he decides to defend the pawn. Probably a good time to bring in either a rook or move this knight into a better spot. I could move here. No, I don't want to break this pawn chain. So doing that, like getting my knight here isn't going to do very much. There's a pawn defending. This guy's defending. So maybe we'll just stay back for a moment. We could threaten to take, but what's that gonna do? I think we should get rid of this knight. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. I don't have any good pieces for that job, though. I'm kind of blocked in everywhere. What to do? What to do? I'm feeling this move, but it's not accomplishing anything is the problem. Move here, and then here later, maybe. I think we should just bring in the other rook while we have a tempo. Does he want to push this guy? Yeah, you know what? I'm about to be trapped. If he pushes this pawn, then I can't move my bishop anywhere. Ah, that's gonna ruin my defense, though. I need to cover this square somehow. Or get rid of this knight. I could push here, but I don't... You know, if he does move, then I have 0 defense for my king. There has to be something I can do here. I need to cover this spot. Something besides the pawn. I'm really not seeing anything. I think we just have to move this pawn forward, as much as I don't like that. It's better than losing 3 points of material. It's a good thing I caught that. It took me forever, but... I mean, maybe he didn't even see it, but that would have been pretty bad for us. Yeah, I like where this knight is. Very good defense. Yeah, we're okay now. I just don't want to open up my defense over here. He still hasn't castled. I'm assuming now he wants to castle queenside because of his pawn chain being intact, but... Okay, he keeps rushing in with the pawns. We have to get rid of this knight. I don't have any way to do that, though. Suppose we should defend the king. That's gonna get me trapped too. He's still trying to trap my my guy, I guess. Maybe we should just retreat. Right, because now if he moves here and I take, then he takes, then I'm trapped. We can't block this guy from moving forward. I think we just have to move away, as much as I don't like that. I think we just have to move our bishop away. He's going to try to get rid of our knight. And then that's going to just... Yeah, he's playing some good moves here because he is collapsing our pawn chain. I don't know how to counter it. He has his queen watching. Here and then here. No. Alright, well, this is not a great position that we're in. But we're going to try and save the bishop. Now I'm afraid he's going to go here. Make me move my knight. I mean, maybe I'm putting too much stock into this tiny pawn chain, but I like it, though. It's taking control of the center. Like, none of his guys have been advancing because of this tiny pawn chain. You know, it is what it is. Okay, kind of a random move, I feel like, but at least he's not pushing these pawns anymore. Let's take the opportunity to bring in our rook. Let's see. I say it's a random move, but maybe it's not. Let's see what he's trying to go after here. Maybe he's trying to go here? It's the only real square he can go to. I think we're both just kind of stuck at the moment. I need some sort of an attack plan. I really wish I could take this pawn. That way I can start breaking his system a little bit, but... Okay, now he starts to come in. I suppose we'll just move back. Unless we want to go here. But he still has his dark squared bishop, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to move back. We're currently fine with our bishop. I'm so worried about this dark squared bishop getting trapped, but I think we're fine right now. I feel like this is a very even game. Mr. What Magnus plays mostly bullet and blitz chess, it looks like. Alright. And he starts the attack. This bishop isn't doing a whole lot at the moment, and I'd like to clear up this queen, possibly attacking the pawn. So let's go and take with the knight and threaten to take this pawn. And maybe after that we could start wrecking his pawn chain and get ahead. Yeah, I like this threat at the moment. He'll most likely defend it, probably just with his queen, but if he moves this guy away, then we can take the pawn. Okay, interesting. Interesting. We are running low on time, so we're going to take the pawn. And we're going to start trying to break up this pawn chain. We've been taking a little too long in our calculations here. So we could, yeah, take here, here. Okay, so he's starting to come in now. We have to defend this knight. He's also going to take this pawn. What if we move here? We're running low on time. When in doubt, put him in check. When in doubt, put them in check. It's going to give you an extra turn. Different possibilities. Put him in check again. Then I suppose we'll take here. I have to defend this knight, though. Let's see. Running low on time. I don't like that. Let's defend. Then maybe we'll move our queen here. We'll try to figure something out. I don't know what, though. If I could get here, then that would be a lot better, but... Move here. I think we have to bring in more pieces. Move the knight away. Can we attack the queen? We can. So next turn, if he keeps his queen where he's at, I will move here. And we'll be able to win the queen. That would be preferable. Okay, interesting. Move here, place him in check. Take. Boom, baby. Let's go. Let's go. It might be a queen trade, actually, because if he moves over here, then it's take. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. Very nice. Very nice. I'm feeling good about this, ladies and gentlemen. I think we just won the queen. I should have taken with the queen. Oh well. Yeah, I moved a little too soundly on that one, but... Move here. Can't go here because of this guy. We are having to play very quickly. Is that not checkmate? Oh. There we go. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. I thoroughly enjoyed how that turned out. Do a quick analysis and then... I mean, we're at 40 minutes. I think I'll use the rest of my time to study. But, fantastic move right here. We'll analyze it in a moment. I felt good about that game. I did. I was a little afraid of how locked up things were in the middle of it, but we were able to overcome that. He was able to weaken our middle game, though. Okay, so we played the London. Was I able to win a pawn here? It looks like I was. Let's see if we could find it really quick. I can't take any pawns, though, can I? Let's see what it's talking about. Push here. And, yeah, I guess... Okay, maybe it must just be a better position because I'm not up by a whole lot there. So this was a mistake on our part. We tried to extend our pawn chain when in reality we should have, I'm assuming, taken. No, some random move. Alright, I don't blame myself too badly for that. But we tried to extend our pawn chain. He actually locked things up, which hurt him in the end. Had to juggle some things around. I mean, as you can see, the bar just keeps jumping up and down. Okay, so he got into a better position here. We are still equal in material. Yeah, not great decisions on my part. I didn't know where to go, though. Can't move this guy. This guy has basically nowhere to go. Don't have anywhere to place my queen except for this spot. That's why I moved back here, which hurt me. Yeah, not a great middle game. Stop it. Not a great middle game. Looks like his mistake was taking here, because then I was able to attack this pawn. And he ignored it. I was able to bring the queen in for a pretty decent attack. So queen and pawn attacking. And then I'm able to make a pretty wonderful move here. So I'm surprised that I was actually already up by quite a bit. It looks like this was more so the winning move. Was him making this mistake. Yeah, take, move around, and then, in my opinion, this is his biggest blunder right here, but, you know, whatever the computer says, I guess. So I'm able to take his queen. I suppose I should have taken with my queen, but, I reacted pretty quickly. And then we play the right moves for a checkmate. Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Skittles have done it once again. Skittles have done it once again. Starting to break us out of the little divot that we're in. All-time high is 1370. We're now at 1345, so we're marching back up there. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, once we hit 100 subscribers, I will be dedicating 1 week straight to playing chess.com bullet chess, attempting to reach 2,000 ELO in 1 week. I'll be studying like crazy. I'll be playing like crazy. I'll be uploading. I'm super excited for that to happen. Guys, thank you so much for your support. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, because we want to hit 100. Make sure you go check out my sponsor, as it will help you win in chess. It will. I am living proof of that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. We'll see ya.